Hai semuanya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang di channel Totri Channel. Apa kabar kalian semuanya, sahabat Pioneers dimanapun Anda berada? Semoga kalian selalu dalam keadaan sehat dan bahagia selalu ya. Amin ya robbal alamin. Buat teman-teman yang baru gabung, jangan lupa dibantu tekan like-nya ya, dan subscribe-nya juga. Tekan lonceng notifikasinya agar tidak ketinggalan informasi sedikit pun dari channel ini. Oke teman-teman, sudah lama ya kita nggak ngebahas Pi Network terbaru hari ini. Ya teman-teman, saya lagi sibuk banget ya untuk minggu-minggu ini ataupun bulan ini ya. Di samping itu ya seperti kalian bisa lihat di background saya ini ya, ini agak sedikit tampilan berbeda karena memang saya ini nggak di rumah guys ya, sedang ada di luar daerah. Nah karena saya sekarang tinggal di luar daerah, bukan tinggal di rumah, maka sebab itu ya kayak gini backgroundnya ya, agak sedikit berantakan karena memang saya sekarang nggak di rumah guys ya, tinggalnya di kontrakan guys. Karena istri saya alhamdulillah tahun ini ya itu keterima jadi ASN dan ada tugas di luar daerah saya. Oleh sebab itu ya terpaksa kita harus pindah rumah guys ya. Oke, nah teman-teman, banyak sekali ya yang menanyakan tentang Pi Network terbaru hari ini. Kabarnya bagaimana bang? Kapan open mainnet? Kapan open network gitu ya? Di DM, di Instagram, bukan di Telegram maksudnya ya. Di Telegram, kemudian di WhatsApp juga banyak menanyakan, bang, lu sudah migrasi ya, terus bisa dijual nggak koinnya? Kalau sudah dimigrasikan ya itu sudah bisa digunakan ya guys ya. Kalau koinnya sudah masuk ke wallet kalian ya sudah bisa digunakan secara peer to peer dulu ya tentunya, dan juga peer to apps ya, itu bisa banget. Tergantung kesepakatan ya, kalian bisa gunakan koin yang ada yang sudah masuk ke dompet wallet kalian ya. Nah teman-teman, saya ingin sampaikan ya, terkait dengan open mainnet, banyak sekali isu-isu ataupun konten kreator yang lain itu memberitakan bahwa Desember itu akan segera open mainnet atau open network. Nah terkait dengan itu lebih lengkapnya saya akan tunjukkan dokumentasi dari Dr. Nicholas langsung ya, yang menjelaskan terkait dengan open network, enclosed network dan lain sebagainya di bulan Desember. Nah sebetulnya open mainnet di bulan Desember itu sudah disampaikan oleh Dr. Nicholas secara langsung. Itu kalau nggak salah dokumentasi video ini itu tahun 2020-an ya. Dan kata Dr. Nicholas di Desember itu 2021 itu posisi kita ya, sistem dari Pi Network itu sudah mainnet. Nah berkaitan dengan sudah mainnet karena secara teknisi gitu ya teman-teman, secara teknisi sudah open atau sudah mainnet. Tapi karena harga Pi itu ada yang namanya konsensus dari beberapa komunitas di beberapa negara. Oleh sebab itu Dr. Nicholas membagi dua fase, yaitu enclosed network atau open mainnet tertutup. Kemudian yang kedua adalah open network atau mainnet terbuka. Nah di samping ini teman-teman, di fase open mainnet tertutup atau enclosed network ini, itu fokusnya Dr. Nicholas itu membangun hackathon ya, membangun para developer ya, untuk membangun aplikasi-aplikasi atau platform yang bisa masuk ke jaringan Pi Network dan juga KYC ya, peningkatan KYC. Nah teman-teman, saat ini memang secara resmi belum ada dokumentasi ya ataupun penyampaian langsung dari Dr. Nicholas bahwa Desember 2024 itu akan open mainnet. Tapi memang rencananya sudah dituliskan ya dari core team secara langsung bahwa pada tahun 2024 ini memang rencananya akan open network. Nah ini dokumentasi dari Dr. Nicholas beberapa tahun yang lalu, kalau nggak salah 2020. Kita simak videonya ya supaya lebih jelas. Ini dia, check it out.
Technically, we are already on mainnet, so we launched it officially back in December of 2021. But Pi has done one other thing that is non-consensus. You asked me about this question earlier, and there's so many non-consensus things. Is we created the concept of enclosed mainnet and open mainnet. So we're currently on the enclosed mainnet, which means that the real blockchain is out there. We are in the process of performing KYC on the members and migrating their balances essentially over to the enclosed mainnet. During the enclosed mainnet period, it is not allowed to connect the Pi blockchain with any other blockchain or external systems. And during this period, it gives us time to do a few things, such as migrating all the members, as I said, over to the mainnet, continue building utility for the platform. It allows us to have more developers test their applications, and being able to do all that without any external noises or distractions, essentially. And it's an example, like, for example, the KYC solution we created was one of the Pi applications that we built on top of our own platform. And in order for someone to KYC themselves, they need to pay 1 Pi, and that 1 Pi is then distributed to everyone who is helping with their KYC. So there is both AI algorithms, as with every KYC solution, but when the AI algorithms need help from humans, then these humans are coming from the same network, so it's self-bootstrapping itself, and that's happening even during the enclosed period. Yeah, so the answer is that we are technically on mainnet already. It's called enclosed mainnet, and at some point we are going to move to the open network. That's right, yes. So in the crypto space, there is a lot of noises, and also there is a lot of projects maybe that are in for the wrong reasons, maybe trying to have some quick effects without paying attention to long-term value. So it's usually the case that long-term valuable projects are usually started or basically persevered during low times. Yeah, because anything that gets very quick results can also very quickly decay. So we saw some of that in the previous months or the beginning of this period. There's something I like to. It's about going to conferences. So when the crypto space is very hot, then you go to conferences and there's so many people there, and the types of conversations sometimes you're having are very shallow. But when times are a little more smaller, then you tend to meet and discuss and have a lot more challenging conversations. So as I mentioned earlier, we recently announced this KYC solution, which has completed more than 3 million members right now have done their KYC, and that essentially is I think the largest blockchain migration in cryptocurrency history out there. So going forward, we want to continue this KYC migration. We got a lot more members to accommodate and migrate to mainnet. So that's one thing. We need to continue building the ecosystem during the enclosed period. And that's basically by building more infrastructure needed and enabling utilities to be built by the community itself. So we are, this weekend actually, we are joining 3 hackathons at schools at Berkeley, Harvard, and Cornell. We are sponsoring tracks over there, so we may have some students building some Pi applications during those hackathons, and initiatives like this for utility building. And finally, we are also building some utilities ourselves, including on the user side, meaning that end user applications people can use, but also on the infrastructure side, such as we have a brainstorm application where people can go and brainstorm and create Pi apps. In fact, in the past, there were more than 10,000 ideas that were proposed in this platform, and we are improving it. And other things like this, such as we have a translation app which is currently used by some translation task force that we have for many languages, that people from the platform are translating themselves our interfaces. So in the future, this internal app that we have, we're going to make it public so that the other application developers can also use it to translate their own applications. That's it for us. Building.
Nah, itu dia teman-teman ya, penjelasan secara langsung ya, yang valid, bukan diada-adakan. Dr. Nicholas sudah menyampaikan ya, bahwa itulah yang terjadi di Pi Network saat video itu dirilis, yaitu tahun 2020-an kalau nggak salah ya. Nah, jadi teman-teman, memang semoga ya teman-teman tahun ini, Desember tahun ini segera open network, semuanya bisa nanti digunakan ya secara meluas ya ke jaringan yang lain. Kalau sudah open network atau mainnet terbuka, artinya Pi itu bisa ditransfer ke jaringan yang lain, ya bisa di swap, bisa dirupiahkan juga tentunya. Oke teman-teman, semoga video ini bermanfaat. Jangan lupa di share ke teman-teman yang lainnya. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.